Hello everyone, this is In-Game Arts with Untitled Unboxing, another offline product gaming review. This is Paper Mario, the Origami King for the Nintendo Switch. To jump right into it, this physical copy I have here came with the vanilla version of the game, so the on-cartridge version was 1.0.0, and from researching and trying to find an updated version of the game, I could not. I went to multiple places that would post like used copies or people trying to sell copies, and just looking around to see if somewhere I could find the back of the cartridge to see if I could see the numbers on the back to see 001 or 002, and I tried looking around for the back of the cases of games to see if the barcode at the bottom right would be more updated with a 0001 or a 2. I could not find any. That's not to say that there isn't any updated versions that Nintendo has reprinted of Origami King, but I couldn't find any. If you happen to come across any, please let me know, because I would definitely like to try to get my hands on one. Now, before we go more into the game, I did come across some game-breaking bugs in the game, to the point where I could not 100% complete it. This is why I'm very, very specific about my version being the base vanilla version and trying to find an updated version, because if you have yet to update your game or down the road the servers get shut down or so on, you might want to look up some videos or some people talking about the vanilla version, some game-breaking bugs, to try to avoid it so you don't spend 40 to 50 hours and find out that you're locked yourself out. Well, on my playthrough, the Princess Peach boat in the game, you have to like fill up all these holes with your confetti, and the game will constantly tell me I have 95% all the holes filled up, but even though I completed the level and I can't find any more holes, so I was completely locked out of getting a fully 100% of the game. I just wanted to throw that out there, so just keep that in mind, future endeavors, or if you come across an updated version of the game, try to find it, because it's very important. Now, going into Paper Mario, I fell in love with Paper Mario when I first played the original one on Nintendo 64, and I played the Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, as well as I enjoyed Super Paper Mario. I never played the newer one that came out on the Wii U, probably never will unless it gets a port, but going into Paper Mario the Origami King, I really rushed into this version of the game because after getting off of Breath of the Wild and then covering Mario Odyssey, I wanted to make sure my opinion of Mario Odyssey wasn't being skewed by the fact that I was just finally happy to be getting beaten and getting over with Breath of the Wild in this huge open world style. So I wanted to see if I had that same feeling when I went into Origami with its RPG, or Origami King on its RPG format. And I still had a blast with this game. I love the exploration, I love all the gathering, I love the color, the gameplay, the characters. It was all just a really enjoyable experience. Now, I can't claim this was better than like A Thousand Year Door or Paper Mario or Super Paper Mario, because it's been such a long time since I played the originals, and I think I prefer those ones more than this one, but this was still a gem, and I still had a phenomenal time playing through it and gathering up everything, meeting all the characters, the challenges of the bosses, which is the highlight of this game. They're all very unique and interesting, and they mesh with the universe of Paper Mario so well. The gameplay, though, was one of the hardest and miserable experiences for me, because if anyone knows those puzzles where you have like a 3x3 grid and it's a bunch of square blocks and one of the blocks are missing and you got to move the puzzles to try to make a picture, I hope you know what I'm talking about. Well, imagine that a big old flat disc grid version of the game. I no matter how hard I tried, my brain could not wrap around how to use the mechanics. It's not hard, don't buy that by any means, but if you're like me and you have a hard time with those puzzles, this is going to be a challenge for you, because some of the boss fights, mostly the boss fights, when I'm referring to this, they expect you to have pinpoint perfect memory, and even the final boss was a little ridiculous how much they expect you to memorize the picture. It was really tough in that area, but most of the fights were really enjoyable. I had a phenomenal time with it. The music's good, the character's good, the gameplay is good. It's just overall a phenomenal time, and I had so much fun with the game. And that's why I had like comparative like Breath of the Wild, where it's a huge open world game, and I discovered that I feel like those games should now start being called fun hunt games, because you got to hunt down the fun, while something like Paper Mario the Origami King, the entire thing is fun. I didn't have to go looking for fun. Fun was already around every corner. You could find toads to collect, trophies to collect, hidden little things to find, and chests and abilities, and just overall improving your character with accessories. It was always feel like a progression and constantly kept me engaged as I was playing it. And again, my opinion could be skewed because I just finally got off of that bandwagon of Breath of the Wild, and I was just finally happy to play a game that constantly was what I enjoy. A constant feel of engagement and reward and time for my effort and everything, and everywhere I went and played, I was having fun. I just had a great time with this game, and I do hope we'll get like the Wii U port, and I do hope we can get like the 1,000-Year Door and Paper Mario. I doubt we'll get that because Nintendo isn't known to do that kind of stuff, but I still had a good time, and you're a fan of Paper Mario, you'll have a great time with this game. I won't say you'll be better than a 1,000-Year Door, because 1,000-Year Door is a gem of a game, but Origami King was decent, good characters, good gameplay, good music, evolving stories and characters. I just really enjoyed the game. I don't know what else I can really say about the game, other than some of the collectibles seemed a little bit odd, like the trophies, as some of them just felt like just shoot in there to more be an artificial lengthening of the game than actually being a purpose within the game. That bugged me a little bit in the game, but it gave me something to do, and always felt rewarding when I found one. As well as this, I love the maximum out your HP, equipping the accessories. It just had so much going on with it, and I just had a great time with it. That's why I'm more disappointed that I had the base vanilla version, and it's got some of those bug issues I was talking about that can really ruin your gameplay, or completely lock you out in progressing, and you'll find out that you have to restart the entire game all over again, because I really hate the style of where you can only have one save and you can't have multiple slots. I wish games just allowed me to make as many slots as I want in case something like that happens, where a bug happened that they couldn't foresee or something like that, and it could really ruin someone's progress. Developers, anybody, just stop doing one-time saves, unless it's maybe like a game design, like a make the game harder, like if you're playing on highest difficulty, you're allowed one save and it only does auto save and you can't manual save, then I get it. But for just basic play, you need to have multiple slots no matter what the game is. So like always, I try to leave links down in the description. I highly recommend you try to see if there's an updated version you can find. Remember, always look in the back of the cartridge and look for a increase in the number. And the American version, on the back of the case, you can look in the back of the case and the barcode can have a different number as well. Just helpful little things. And if you come across one, please let me know. I'm not going to say I'm going to buy the copy from you. I'm just saying to let me know it exists. That's all I need to know. Because I looked around, I could not find a copy. So that means that there is or there isn't. So, like always, I try to leave links down in the description if you're instant copy, which I totally recommend. And highly recommend if you can find a more updated version. So, thank you all for watching. Now I'll see you guys in the next unboxing video. Bye-bye!